This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Tuesday, the 2nd day of August in the year 2022. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here's what we're tracking tonight. On President Irfan Ali's second anniversary in office, the government today reflected on his presidency as a watershed moment for the preservation of the democratic credentials of the country. Over the last 2 years, the government has been credited for a number of initiatives, but has also been criticized for allegations of marginalization of some communities. In a statement today, the PP Civic government said its development agenda is for all Guyanese, as it focuses on transforming the country. The government said it is already 2 years into the economic and social transformation of Guyana, which will see the empowerment of every Guyanese in every part of the country. In the anniversary statement, the government also said it has made cash grants available to citizens to cope with the COVID-19 pandemic and the rise in the cost of living. The government said a number of other social programs have been undertaken by its various departments in the past 2 years.
Together we have a lot to do. Together we have already accomplished a lot. Together we have overcome many challenges. The mere fact that I sit before you today is as a result of the collective will of the Guyanese people, not to allow a few to derail democracy, rob you of your rights, rob you of your fundamental right in placing that vote. It is the collective efforts of so many Guyanese from different walks of life, with the help of the international community and those who love democracy, love the rule of law, and love freedom, that has allowed us this opportunity to serve you. As your chief servant, I continue to dedicate my energies and my life in service to you and for you. Indeed, I'm grateful for the supporters of the party who took the step to vote for me in those 2020 elections. Your vote of confidence in me and the PPP was not for yourselves, but was for the betterment of Guyana.
In the statement, the government boasted of its housing and infrastructural programs, and said the tourism sector has also received a boost, while sport and other industries saw significant progress. The PP Civic said it is aware of its critics and will not be detracted by those critics. The government has also promised to revise the country's electoral laws, which it says will be the basis for ensuring that future elections are conducted free and fair. More news coming up in just a moment.
Man, I've been getting this feeling lately. I don't know where it's coming from. I got this itch to win and win big, and I got to scratch it. Activate, scratch, win big with GTT's Blazing Hot Summer Promotion, which runs from July 1st to September 30th. Activate a data plan or bundle and receive a link to your digital scratch card every Saturday. Tap the link, scratch, and you can be a winner of one of our amazing prizes of electric bikes, TVs, laptops, tablets, food vouchers, and so much more. It's gonna be a blazing hot summer with GTT's Scratch and Win promotion.
Are you looking for the best high school education at affordable fees? Then register your child today at the VYC Academy. Now enrolling grade 7 and 8 students for the 2022-2023 academic year. VYC Academy, achieving academic excellence. For more information, call us on 227-1013 or WhatsApp us on 613-4806.
The Ministry of Education today started the distribution of the $30,000 education grant for all children in the public and private education system.
A lot of work went into getting this done properly, efficiently, smoothly, and to make sure you spent as little as possible to collect this grant. Today, I want you to be walking witnesses. You will see yourself that when you go to the table to get your grant, to get your $30,000 for each child, you will see that nobody is going to ask you how you voted. Nobody is going to ask you to take off your mask or take off your hat so that we could see the color of your skin or the texture of your hair. Nobody is going to ask you whether you're male or female. Nobody is going to ask you how you prayed last Sunday or last Friday. Nobody is going to ask you which street you come from. The rich street or the Leicester street. This grant is for every single Guyanese student.
Minister of Education Priya Manik Chand. The minister has also issued a clear warning to private school operators that the payment of the grant should not be dependent on the payment of school fees by parents. A number of private schools have been telling parents that they need to first pay off all school fees before the grant is made available to them. The education minister has said there is no such condition set out for the payment of the grant, and private schools should not make any such demand. She reminded that the cash grant is a gift from the government of Guyana to the children of Guyana to assist with their preparations for the new school year. And therefore, private schools should not be setting conditions related to their private contracts with the parents. Over $6 billion will be paid out this week to school-aged children.
Are you looking for the best high school education at affordable fees? Then register your child today at the VYC Academy. Now enrolling grade 7 and 8 students for the 2022-2023 academic year. VYC Academy, achieving academic excellence. For more information, call us on 227-1013 or WhatsApp us on 613-4806.
Doors and windows, Republic. Rooms and more, Republic. A brand new rug on the floor. Come to Republic, come to Republic. Whatever you need, you got it. Come through and get your mortgage. Live the dream with Republic.
95 to 100% financing, 50% waiver of negotiation fees, plus one lucky person gets their mortgage paid in full. Turn someday into today. Talk to Republic Bank about your low-cost mortgage today.
Let's tell you now that Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony has promised to improve maternal and child care as the country gears up to construct its first pediatric and maternal hospital. Over the weekend, the sod was turned for the €149 million hospital, which will be constructed at Good Acting on the east coast of Demerara. The aim, Dr. Anthony said, is to create a world-class health facility. He acknowledged that the Georgetown Hospital, which is the premier healthcare facility in the country that deals with mothers and children, has its shortcomings, and therefore it is important to have a facility at the highest level to provide the highest level of care.
There are still many things that we cannot do at the Georgetown Hospital, especially as it relates to pediatric care. And in each one of the areas at the hospital, we can have various subspecialties. And one of the things that we thought that was very important is that we need to develop a facility that is going to be level 5, that's the highest level, and offer subspecialty care to our children if they need it.
The hospital will be constructed by VAMED, an Austria-based company, which is a global provider for hospitals and other facilities in the healthcare sector. It will also have a modern lab that offers a comprehensive package with the capacity to conduct various kinds of tests and laboratory services.
And so the services that we'll be able to offer at this hospital will be far advanced. On the maternal section, again, one of the things that we'll be doing is having high-risk mothers come here for treatment. And so, with high-risk mothers coming here, the chances of them dying from some complication would be much less.
When completed, the new hospital is expected to cover 24,000 square meters with 256 beds. Let's tell you now that a 33-year-old Mason from Broad Street, Charlestown was shot to death early yesterday morning in the La Penitence area. Police investigators are proving the death of Rodwell Phillips, also known as Fishy. A police statement said his body was discovered at around 1 o'clock on Monday morning, lying on the La Penitence public road with a cutlass beside it. The body bore chop wounds to the chest, back, and face and feet. While a number of persons in the area were questioned, there have been no arrests. Today, the Guyana Police Force issued a wanted bulletin for a suspect in the case. In a statement, the Guyana Police Force said it is looking for this man, Alex Ned, who is said to be 30 years old, and his last known address was given as the Penitence Public Road here in Georgetown.
Doors and windows, Republic. Rooms and more, Republic. A brand new rug on the floor. Come to Republic, come to Republic. Whatever you need, you got it. Come through and get your mortgage. Live the dream with Republic.
95 to 100% financing, 50% waiver of negotiation fees, plus one lucky person gets their mortgage paid in full. Turn someday into today. Talk to Republic Bank about your low-cost mortgage today.
Get in the game with Buster. Win a full gaming setup, Xbox X, gaming chair, gaming speaker and headset, or any of over 60 weekly prizes like Oculus Quest 2, Mini 2 drone, Nintendo Switch, and many more top gaming prizes. Check below for details.
Fuel it up and drive, Super 95. Tune up. Fuel it up and drive, Super 95. Tune up. Protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Across the region tonight, the Cuban capital of Havana will begin electricity blackouts in August and has cancelled Carnival and is taking other measures as the country's energy crisis worsens. The capital, which is home to a fifth of the population of Cuba's 11.2 million people and the center of economic activity in Cuba, had been spared daily power outages of 4 or more hours that the rest of the island has endured for months. Blackouts have sparked a few small local protests, and a year ago in July fueled a day of unprecedented unrest across the country as discontent boiled over. For now, a schedule of power outages will mean each of Havana's 6 municipalities will have its electricity cut every 3 days during peak midday hours, according to the local Communist Party Daily. In Jamaica, the Ministry of Health there has confirmed the presence of the Omicron BA4 and BA5 subvariants of COVID-19 in the country. They were identified during the latest round of gene sequencing performed at the University of the West Indies in Jamaica. 87 samples were sequenced with samples dates from the 13th of May to the 11th of July. All 87 samples were identified as Omicron variant, with 8 confirmed as BA5 and 5 as BA4 subvariants. In a statement, the Ministry of Health in Jamaica said the Omicron subvariants BA4 and BA5, according to the World Health Organization, are the dominant variants globally and are highly transmissible. As a result, there may be an increase in the number of COVID-19 cases in Jamaica. And finally tonight, international news. China has branded a landmark visit to Taiwan by U.S. Speaker Nancy Pelosi as extremely dangerous. It accused Pelosi, the most senior U.S. politician in 25 years, to visit the island China claims as its own of playing with fire. The U.S. Speaker said her visit honors America's unwavering commitment to supporting Taiwan's vibrant democracy and did not contradict U.S. policy. As her plane touched down in Taiwan, Chinese state media reported that its military jets were crossing the Taiwan Strait. Taiwan denied those reports at the time, but later said that more than 20 Chinese military planes had entered its air defense zone on Tuesday. China, which sees Taiwan as a breakaway province which will one day reunite with it, has previously warned that its armed forces will not stand idly by with the visit of the U.S. Speaker to Taiwan. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting and encouraging you to stay safe.